dude.
I'm making fucking bets for tomorrow.
Anyways, so I use these clippers on my asshole. I'm bleeding everywhere.
Two adults, Chris and Daryl, yeah, they run shit. Current world events and forever on some dumb shit. Fun lit with a bush light, especially. Even though they always getting banned, allegedly. Crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dolts. And you know they hold it down like it's two ropes. So crack a bourbon, peep the sermon, it's just two dolts. Taking over in the game, bringing new hope.
At party time, baby.
Oh, button. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Two Dolts podcast. You can tell by Daryl's fat tits that are slowly degrading that he's been working out. Welcome again. It's time. It's Friday. Friday, as I call it, Daryl. Daryl's making bets on his phone. I'm currently locked out of all betting on both apps because I'm a moron.
As you should be.
No, I made money on
I
that.
killed it last weekend. I mean, like, Sammy gave me shit. He's like, dude, $5 bets aren't going to get you there. I'm like, did you hear about his bet for the first weekend of college basketball?
Yes. We'll walk us through it.
I have a friend who's also a degenerate gambler. We're going to get him on here to talk about this.
That'd be great.
Their dude does the work. I've walked into his house on a Sunday. I think it was a day after poker. I left something in his house. I had to come back. Friends in his basement. Guy's got 9 TVs going, every game going. He's sitting in the back of the room. He's got his laptop going. He's got an iPad. He's got his phone going. And he's got a notebook, handwritten shit. Highlighter in one hand, pen in the other. And he is smashing bets. He's got a ticker.
That's
6 or 8 feet
awesome.
long in his
That's
basement.
great.
That
That's
runs 24 hours a day. So anyhow, this year he put it on Facebook. He goes, it's my favorite time of year. It's my favorite bet of the year. Every year, the very first round of the NCAA tournament, he bets $500 on the under for all the games, for the first 32 games. That's
So
not
there's
just, it's
15
not
grand.
just one $500 bet. It is 32 $500 bets.
I love it.
Which, if you do the math, that's $16,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's off the screen, and I'm like here.
Yeah.
And as just a hanger honor, I kind of followed it. Day one. So there was 16 games first day?
Mm-hmm.
No, 8 games first day. 8 games second day, right? Because 8 and
8
times
and 8, yeah.
Yeah. So 8 and whatever. He went like 6 and 2 both days. I mean, you're walking out of there with a fuckload of cash.
Sure.
He bet the under, and I'm just watching him smash. It wasn't even close. Under's 142, 109. 167, 141. I'm like, what a fucking great bet. I mean, I would like to do that at $5 a pop because that's where I bet. So he just gave me a couple picks and
stratosphere.
Yeah, I mean, I do it more for fun. He does it as a side income.
Sure.
And he makes a murdering. Like I said, he does the fucking work.
Yeah.
He does it. He's on the dark web, on sites and pages and whatever, and he follows trends and whatever. Yeah, you're going to have a fucking bad day. But the good days outweigh the bad days in his world with this shit. So I'm like, he's very, very good at it. I'm like, dude, just hit me off. So he gave me a couple, and I'm like, oh, $5 on this parlay to win $7.01. I'm like, why am I making this bet? But guess what? I'm up $2. I positivity. I'm making money. I'm not losing it.
I don't like it.
So I'm kind of like you. I got into the last weekend. I was 2-leg parlays. That's what I was doing. 5 got me 15, 10 got me 42 or whatever. And I smashed both my bets last weekend. I was happy about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, this was
happy for you.
I bet $5 last year after Michigan lost to TCU that they'd win the national championship at 10-1 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So my $5 got me 55. I had $13 left in my account. Me and Abel were at Wild Wings one day, and we bet it all on one game. I go, what do you like here? And she just picked it, and we lost, and it was the last bet I made. Michigan wins this year. I got $55 in my account. I should have just cashed it out and said I'm done. But I'm like, March Madness is here. Why not put a few bucks here and there? So I went for $55 to about $90. I'm all right with that.
On games until so when it goes from 64 whatever the teams are at 16, Sweet 16, I stop betting. I don't.
That's when you should bet.
No.
Yeah, I think so. That's when the cream of the crop rises. So the cream rises to the top of the crop.
You say you're the cream of the crop. You rise to the top.
Yeah, a rapper.
I don't know the rest of the words.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You ain't black.
Hey, Jess, welcome back.
Wow, Jessica.
So are we taking bets? I think they're on vacation.
They're either on mushrooms.
Yes. Do you think Jess is the kids are asleep after a long day of hanging out?
Yep.
They're in a hotel, not much to do. Cable TV sucks. And she's like, oh, let's watch these two fucking idiots and just talk shit.
And Jessica, if I may, are you guys post coitus or pre coitus? I'd say post.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's too early. I think the kids just maybe fall asleep, and you got that weird zone where, like, hey man, we can't just have the booty clapping.
In Florida, it's 11. It's 11:30.
And the kids hear, that
watching Iowa kick ass and
no. Oh no! Did you just get back from vacation? I seem to think you guys were just on vacation. I don't know.
They're white. They're always.
Or maybe she posted pictures and vacation was like 2 weeks ago, and I'm just catching up now. I
did not see Ryan Tracy in a scantily clad bathing suit. I did not see that pop up on my feed. So, I don't.
All right, so golf tournament. We got ideas for shirts, and I think we don't go shorts this year.
Going pants?
No.
Kilts?
Banana hammocks.
I'll go kilt.
Dude, how fucking hilarious would that be?
Yeah, I'm in. I've worn a kilt without any undergarments a few times.
How freeing is that?
Very liberating. You have to have a good dick day.
Well, it's going to be tough, and that's fine. But, I mean, it's not like we're going to be fucking pulling up our skirt.
Well, it's windy there.
That's the only problem with that.
You got to have good walk-around dick for that.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to start attaching a weight to the head of my dick and just pulling it down.
There's like little supplements you can take to beef it up a little bit.
Okay.
Call it Viagra. Viagra Falls. Yeah, I'll overdose on Viagra and wear a kilt. I don't give a shit,
dude. My only problem with that is that tournament is it's on a Sunday. 90% of those fuckers have to work on Monday. So everybody's like, I'm going to call it a day. Like, that could be so much better if it was on a Saturday. Everybody's like, let's fucking go out and rage.
So Tracy's in. So,
dude, I'm in too. I'm not going to say no.
2/3 vote. We're going kilts.
Yeah. What is Haz going to do? You know what Haz is? I'll tell you where he's going to do. He's going to wear a kilt with sweatpants.
No, Haz has a hammer on him.
Yeah. But he's still going to wear sweatpants.
But maybe it's when you see like a midget's dick,
Oh, it's like a magic trick.
Yeah. He's got an adequate dick for the size he has. But if he was 6'3", if he was like
bedazzled.
If he was me, he'd be underachieving,
Make this a mini kilt. Hey, guys, what size kilt you wearing? Large, extra large. Yeah, I would like a small, please.
We want a thigh high. Is that we have thigh high kilts? All right, so I'm buying shirts and kilts.
Dude, you want to know the fucking ace up our sleeve? We have to get special garters made. Just one for each, like it's fucking prom back in 1990.
It's got to hold our golf tees in it.
Yes, 100%. You're like, pull up your skirt, pull a fucking tee out.
All right, I'm in.
Dude, okay.
Okay.
Whew. Dude, seriously. This is going to be... What are those people going to do? Because everybody's waiting for us to walk in because of the shirts every year.
Yes. This
Every
last year
year,
was
shirt game is fucking on point.
Yeah.
Everybody loves us because we're always hammered. We're always funny. We're having a good time. We're out there not trying to win, even though we did well last year or the year before.
Last year, I think we did pretty good. You guys did great. I did terrible.
First year, we did not do well.
Underwhelmed. Second year, because of my chipping prowess.
Yes. We did a lot better this second year.
Yeah.
I think
Third
we
year,
finished like
we
top
regressed
15
a little bit. Yeah.
Last
Third
year, yeah, whatever. Because I really didn't help you guys.
Well, I didn't help either.
Yeah. I don't know who that is, but yeah, London, I'm not going to lie to you.
How far would we get if our friends weren't always fucking pulling the wind out of our sails? Like, you know what I mean?
We'd be farther. We'd be farther.
Yeah, we'd be a little bit more successful.
I am telling you, there are people there that their only reason for coming to this golf tournament is because we're there. And I don't want to blow my own horn, but we are funny. We get fucking annihilated drunk.
That is true.
And we're out there having a good time, and we make everybody's time there better.
Except
for Kevin's time last year. I swear to God, if he could have found a fucking foxhole, he would have climbed into it and hung himself inside of it.
Dude.
He was the only one. And the best part was he laughed right along with us.
He took it on the chin.
Oh, in more ways than one that day.
And we were going fucking.
You went hard.
I went.
I went in. You went way over the fucking top. When you were already dying laughing before the words came out, I was already fucking laughing. And both of us were falling out of the golf cart. Fucking Tracy spitting fucking beer. Can't even breathe on the golf cart. And those guys laughed so fun. Everybody in their group was laughing. And Kevin was like, I'm laughing because of the pain they just caused. And they laughed so bad. Their tires spun when they laughed. I look over, you're basically laying in a mud puddle like a fucking turtle. Arms and legs kicking, dying laughing. That was the greatest fucking line ever. And I don't know, dude, it came from a dark place.
Here's the thing with my brain, and I don't like it. And I know all my friends don't like it either, especially when I get introduced to your friends that don't know me.
Yeah, my friends don't like you.
There are things in my brain that come out without even approval from my brain.
Yeah.
It just comes out. It just comes out.
And we're going to slide this over. We need a stamp. And they're like, no, it just goes right by.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That fucking Blair Witch joke was so fucking
The words that come out of my brain are like fucking minorities hopping the subway fucking gate, not stamping their fucking pass. Like it is. And here's the deal with that. That joke that I don't even remember the joke.
It was the Epstein joke because he looks like Epstein. And the child molestation thing. And it was wasn't it Blair Witch?
I think so.
The fingerprints, but you said it was like on a dick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And I watched it happen and I was like, there's no fucking way he put those things together. It just annihilated this dude for no reason.
My body knew what my brain was saying before my brain knew to tell me what I was saying. And my body was like, this is it. Yeah. I fell backwards. And I'm surprised I even got the line out.
Oh,
but
dude.
It delivered.
All I heard was 2 fucking sets of tires screech. They were gone. One guy's throwing up over the side of the car laughing so hard. I'm like, dude. Tracy couldn't talk.
Yeah. It took a couple rounds.
Taz was like mortified, but he was like, that was fucking hilarious. And I'm just standing there trying to fucking smash my head against the chair. Like, this dude did not deserve that. We are in his ear the whole time. The whole time. Fucker's trying to tee off. We are jawing at him.
London, yes. Yeah. The ball sling was a fucking hit. It was a hit every time. And my grandma was the baddest bitch on the planet. Yes, thank you. That's awesome that you thought of me and her. Thank you very much. I was talking about doing comedy today. There's a guy I was hanging out with, and he's like, I've always wanted to do stand-up comedy, and I think I should do it. And I was like, great, let's find a place. So I think we're going to go to St. Louis, and we're going to go do an open mic. And I haven't done comedy in fucking 20-some years. And I was like, it's either the best place in the world to be or the worst place in the world to be. I got jokes. I write jokes all the time because that's how my brain works. But I don't like work them, I think comedy is kind of a muscle, and out of all of our friends that we know, I think Brian has the best muscle for writing jokes. Brian's a joke writer. And
Krista talked to me about this.
Yeah.
About when we talked about doing these like fun little challenges like we did with the poker thing.
Yeah.
And we got a couple other ones that we talked about, like,
yeah, we're going to do stand-up.
Free throws and stand-up and everything. And Krista goes, you're fucking funny, like Matt Rife on the spot funny.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, if you have to write a 5-minute series of jokes, she goes, Bum's going to fucking destroy you. And I'm like, that's fine. Mm-hmm. She goes, you're funny at that moment, funny. Out at the bar, somebody says something, all of a sudden your brain fucking kicks in and the words that come out of your mouth, everybody's fucking dying.
Yes,
I get that. And I'm like, I'm 100% on board and I agree with you. I go, but I can't back down from this. Chris knew he was in the deepest water ever, no floaties, and couldn't paddle when we played poker.
Yes.
But he manned up, and that's that. I said, I'm going to do this too. And if I get booed, I get booed. It's going to be fucking funny that people are going to laugh about me getting booed. But I'm like, Chris is going to run circles around me, as he should. But I'm like, I'm going to put a little effort into this, and I'm hoping that I'm going to drop one huge hammer.
Well, the thing
and I'm hoping it carries me through for the next 3.5 minutes.
I think everybody should, I think countries that have like kids that go into the military right out of high school, they kind of know how shit works. They learn things. I think adults that are funny should all try stand-up comedy. And I was not good at it. I was okay at it, but I got scared away from it because I failed. I fucking ate dicks. But now when you see all these guys doing podcasts right now, a lot of the reverence they have about the early days is about how they ate all the dicks and they went back to it. But in Buffalo at the time, there was not a place to go do comedy all the time and suck, and like work out material. You had to like have your material, you had to hit. And if you hit, you can go on another day.
Yeah. There was only like,
there's a lot more training.
There was only like one comedy club here. Now there's like 2.
Yeah. And also there's open mics all over the fucking place.
Yeah. But most of those aren't comedy.
Music,
most of those are people like reading poems or playing a song, and it's all angst and bullshit like that.
No, I say we go to one of those.
100%. We should turn that place on its ear.
Yeah, of course. But you both are more funny than no, I wouldn't.
No way, dude. That guy's crowd work is second to none.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And that's the shit like I can do, but Rife is, again, he's off the fucking screen and I'm here,
he's 100%. He's 100%. But here's what I hate about his career. And he's making all the money and he's doing very well, and that's great. But he's getting Dane cooked. But Dane Cook had the material.
Dane Cook was never funny to me.
Well, okay. That's subjective.
Again, you're 100% right. To me, yeah. Dane Cook and Ellen were 2 of the most unfunny people I have ever heard in my entire life.
Subjective. But
yep.
At least Cook had a whole hour of an actual thing when he got famous, and he deserved it. Rife got famous from crowd work. And his special is fucking dog shit.
I thought it was funny. I laughed.
Great.
But that's the thing is like a lot of that was jokes that were written, that stories he had to tell.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was not crowd work. So that's where he kind of strayed from where he's best. And the thing is, he's got some fucking hilarious stories that he mixes in, but his best work is walking out, talking to the crowd. Everybody knows you want to be that guy or girl in the audience that yells something to get his attention and let him roll.
He should have waited like another year before he did his special. Yeah. Let it build. Let it build. Let it build.
I'll tell you one thing I thought was funny as fuck when they tried to cancel him about that fucking
awesome.
That opening joke with the black eye.
Yeah.
Greatest fucking open ever. I loved it.
It was good. It was good. It's a pretty typical joke. I mean, I know probably 9 other comedians that have had the same kind of joke. So it's not like unique. But it's fine. I just played an Oasis and fucking T-Rex song. Like there's
that T-Rex song, I know that song. I've heard it. You could pay me $1 billion to ask you who sings that. I never would have picked them or the letter fucking T. I would have just came up with fucking some random band.
Right.
And been completely wrong. But I've heard that song 100 fucking times.
There's 1,000 concepts in comedy where, what do you tell a girl with one black eye or 2 black eyes? Nothing. She's already been told twice. Like it's the same. It's in the same vein. So
London just said Ali Wong. I don't know. Do I know him? Have you sent me clips of
Ali
him?
Wong's a girl. And
okay. So there we go. Okay.
I would say okay, so London, Ali Wong is Asian.
No shit.
No way. But being an Asian comic, if all you lean into is Asian, is like being a fat comic and leaning into only fat jokes.
Fat jokes.
It's kind of the same. Tom Segura, I love. All
right, so here's my thing with Segura. He's been like second fiddle to Kreischer. Like I've seen Kreischer twice and he fucking killed. I loved it. Right. You know? Segura seeing the Two Bears clips and shit is funny as fuck. I've seen shit that he does it with his wife.
Yeah.
Funny as hell.
Right.
I'm not sure if I want to go see him. I want to support him because I think he's funny, right?
Yes.
He's got to be
very funny. Yeah.
He's out. If you're getting a fucking tour and you're going out selling out these shows, you got to be all right. So I want to give props to Segura and I'd love to go support him. So if he comes anywhere near, I'd like to go see him.
I think Segura is head and heels above when you look at like funny and content than Kreischer. But Kreischer makes it a party. Kreischer has like a traveling circus.
Dude, when we went to see him in Rochester a couple months ago.
When we saw him in Buffalo, it was awesome.
The show in Rochester was completely different. I mean, he did tell the machine story, which he has to.
Was David Tell there?
No.
Okay.
I forgot who opened. First guy was funny as fuck. Second guy was funny. Then Kreischer came out. Kreischer started immediately talking about I'm going to pronounce this wrong.
It's called Holocaust.
No, the neck thing on women right here. The decolletage on women, whatever the throat part. He came out and I was in fucking tears 4 minutes into it.
Yeah.
I looked over at my wife, who isn't really comic savvy, joke, whatever.
Yeah, I get it.
She is fucking bent over, dying laughing. I'm like, all right, she's in. And I thought, dude, he put on a hell of a show.
Yeah.
But he brought a couple of local guys and whatever. But I thought it was a good show. I want to see Segura.
From a comedy standpoint, start to finish, no gimmicks. Segura is a better hour comic than Kreischer.
See, and that's the thing is Segura doesn't have the gimmicks. He doesn't have to rip the shirt off. He doesn't have the machine story, whatever. He's got jokes.
Yeah. He's got stories. He sets it. He has a premise. He has this. He has that. He has a callback. It's structured.
Is he really, London? Coming? If he's coming around my anniversary, we're going to be in Aruba. So, what are you drinking now, fuckface?
Pacifico.
Oh, I miss those.
They're so good. I already had one.
You know what I really want to have is a Tecate.
Tecate is great.
Oh, fuck. I'm going to be gone. I'll be in Aruba.
Yeah, but I do think I think comedy's never been in a better place. And also, like, you have these guys doing. So there's a podcast called We Might Be Drunk with Mark Normand and Sam Morrill. Sam Morrill is like 2 years away from being like at Bert Kreischer level. He's a fucking great joke writer. He's awesome. His concepts are great. And you just have these guys shooting the shit. And one of the cool things about their podcast is they have premises that they think might be jokes, and they actually workshop jokes together, and they come up with the fucking joke. So you go, I was at this Starbucks and this fucking lady said this one thing and I said this one thing. And then wouldn't it be weird if like this, and they bring all these concepts together, and then you have two really good, great joke writers building a joke together.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, now I see where to take it. Because sometimes like you can write a joke into a fucking corner, man, and you're fucked. Like it's never going to be funny. There's this one guy, I forgot his name. He had this concept for a joke. And I'll give you the concept if I can remember it correctly, and I'm also hammered. But he said that he got this apartment. And he thought, you know what? I need something else in here. So I'm going to go get fish. So he gets his fish tank set up, and all the fish die. So he puts all this like gel in the thing and puts the fish in there. And he goes, you know, so the dead fish are just sitting in this tank, right? And he gets a cat, and he's like, fuck. And then the cat dies. He's like, I got the cat stuffed. And so he puts the stuffed cat, watching the dead cat watching the dead fish. And then he goes and gets a dog. Maybe. I do miss Tim a lot. I miss him. He hates me, but I miss him.
He tunes in every once in a while.
Yeah, I do miss him a lot. So then he goes and gets a dog. And the dog is fucking blind or some shit, right? So you have the dog that's blind. So he brings this girl home, and she goes, what with the dog? Oh, the dog's watching the cat. And what's up with the cat? Oh, the cat's watching the fish. And it was a great concept. Like, you have all these animals, and all of them keep dying, and you don't want to give up on it. But it never came. It was never a joke. It was just like a good concept. But when you hear these like two really good comedians come together with a concept like that, and you're like, and then they make the punchline, then they make the callback, then they make the tag. It's just fucking, it's such a great experience. And that's why, like, trying to do comedy in fucking 2000 in Buffalo, there's no way.
Yeah.
You get 5 fucking minutes, maybe if you're lucky, or if you get to open for a comic, and then you get 10 minutes up front, maybe 10 minutes between the second act. There's no way to actually build it.
But back then, there's a lot more jokes available to you. Back then.
Of course. Yeah.
Now
you're fucked.
Now you're just going to hurt people's feelings. And that's the thing, too, that I really, really, really love about comedy is watching people go to a comedy show and getting their feelings hurt.
Well,
what the fuck did you expect?
And here's the cool
And
part.
that's what I loved about some of that shit that Rife did. He didn't back down. Like, everybody's like, you need to apologize. And he's like, oh, well, here's a link to my apology. And it showed up in the fucking retard's hockey helmet that they wear in a bus.
Awesome.
And he just basically said, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And I loved that. I absolutely loved that. And that needs to happen more. Like,
that made me more proud of him than anything he's ever accomplished.
Yeah.
I don't want to say proud because who the fuck am I? But I think
I was like, yeah, it made me root for him even harder.
Yes.
Like, your boy, you've been telling me for years about this Shane Gillis kid. He shows up and I'm like, he's on the spectrum. And you're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, his eyes are so close together. They're like fucking London's. He looks downsy. Very downsy.
Yeah.
But he doesn't act like that, whatever. And he's always putting his hands together on his microphone when he's talking, and he's got that weird pause. And it fucking works. And that clip you sent me the other day was I mean, I watch a lot of his shorts like
Yeah.
on YouTube, or they fall into a reel of mine, and all you got to do is watch one, and the algorithm's like, here's 1 billion fucking episodes, and it's funny as shit. And he's like, dogs hate you people.
Yeah.
And then black dude's like, the fuck?
He's a funny fucking guy, but also too,
And
like,
the thing is, if you're gonna be a comic today, not that anything's changed from 20, 30, 40 years ago, you take people's feelings out of it. You can't tiptoe through it. You cannot tiptoe through the fucking rose field right now. Feelings are going to get hurt, but less of those are going to get hurt than more people are going to laugh.
well, that's a really good point though. But I also think maybe 10 years ago, everyone got so concerned with trying to make it because they didn't like, this is before podcast blew up.
Yeah.
And exposure blew up and
Social
fucking
media,
Instagram and you know, all TikTok and all this shit. So after the Louis thing happened, after Louis got fucking canceled and all this shit, right?
Yeah. Well, he did.
Everybody started to get over
narrow-minded.
It was you didn't want to say this, you want to say that.
You can't make fun of the blacks. You can't make fun of the Jews. You can't make fun of the Mexicans. You can't make fun of the gays. You can't make fun of the trans community. Any of that shit. Now, fuck, dude, we need to go back to fuck your feelings.
It's kind of there.
Kind of how I live my life. I don't care.
The biggest fuck you to the establishment. Let's call the establishment the fucking social justice warriors, all this shit, right? The biggest fuck you to the establishment was Shane Gillis being able to host Saturday Night Live when
he got
fired from Saturday Night Live before he even started working there.
Dude, his open was fucking amazing. That was the best thing he ever could have came up with.
And he has a coffee shop with his cousin or whoever the fuck it is that has Down syndrome. He has a coffee shop and he employs all Down syndrome people.
Good for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like,
just because we laugh about it and make fun of it doesn't mean we're shitting on you.
Same. Like, dude, like I was talking about Billy fucking 2 days ago to Olivia.
Funniest fucking guy ever, man.
I have a cousin named Billy. Billy
we've only talked about him about like 80% of our podcast.
Billy has Down syndrome. I grew up.
Billy's supposed to not be alive anymore. He's supposed to be dead a million years ago.
He's been alive for like 47 years longer than the doctors said he was going to be alive.
And functioning like a normal motherfucker.
And so
funny as fuck.
My kids only met him twice. Last time was at Sarah's wedding. And so I'm talking about Billy, and she goes, "Is that the guy that dances all crazy to that rock and roll song?" I'm like, "That's the fucking one." Like, Billy loves Bob Seger.
He does.
He loves Bob Seger. So to hear Shane Gillis talk about the fact that he has a cousin with Down syndrome, and the fact that the cousin, the grilled cheese bit. Have you heard the bit?
I don't know.
Okay, I might try to find it, but the long and short of it is, the dad goes to bed that does not have Down syndrome. And the dad knows there's a full loaf of bread. Okay. And a lot of cheese in the fridge. And the Down syndrome kid, who's like 45 years old, loves grilled cheese. So when the dad wakes up, there's no loaf of bread and half the cheese is gone. And he goes, and he keeps going, Dad, I don't make them at night. He's like arguing with his dad about, he's like, what the fuck's happening to all the bread? Whatever. And Dad, I don't make them at night. And then he goes to Shane, he goes, I make them at night. Like, that is the best promotion for fucking Down syndrome people I've ever heard in my life, because they're not handicapped. They're not.
They're handy-capable. The thing is, those motherfuckers are the hardest working people you'll see when you give them a job. Now that they have a purpose, they fucking are all in.
And honestly, that's why Billy's still around.
Yeah.
Honestly, my aunt never treated him differently, even though he was a little bit different. But like, to see that, and then if here's what's really fucked up. If you're like overly sensitive, and if you have a kid that has Down syndrome and stuff like that, I get where you might get a little triggered by that stuff.
Yeah.
But like, to watch the punchline of the joke be that the Down syndrome guy knows he's getting something over on his fucking dad.
Yeah.
Like, that should be a empowering thing for Down syndrome. It shouldn't be a negative thing.
Yeah.
And the problem is with people nowadays is like, I'm going through this. I don't want to get into the thing with my son, but do I want to get into it? Should I get into it?
You should probably talk to your therapist. We're not therapists here.
Okay.
We're talking about fucking Billy being completely and utterly awesome.
Yeah. So, okay. I'm not going to do it. So, there are people in this world.
Excuse me.
So, let's say that there's a problem here. Okay. And the person that has a problem is inside the circle. Okay. And then you move the circle. Okay. And the person's still here. Right. That person that doesn't have the problem anymore will go back to the circle just so they get a problem, just so they can get attention. That's the way the world works now.
Yeah.
So you can say, you know what? I understand you're offended. We're going to be over here. You go over there.
Yeah.
Go do whatever the fuck you want to do. Go fucking eat fucking dandelions, fucking praise Allah, whatever the fuck you want to do, right?
Dude, London, I've said it a million times. The first time I laid eyes on you,
We thought he had it.
I did.
You thought he had it, yeah.
I even told my girlfriend, I said,
He looks a little dowsy.
awesome. It's like the first time I was around. Oh, well, we had a couple. They weren't Down syndrome kids, but a couple kids that chemistry was a little off of them in high school. But London was the first person with Down syndrome that I had ever encountered. And watching them, like, you see the basketball games where they get the manager in at the end and they let him score a basket and all that shit. It was so awesome watching them put London in garbage time to be able to play basketball.
Yeah.
And I even told my girl, I'm dude, it's so awesome they let him play. And she's like, he's not retarded. I'm like, well, you're wrong here. He is.
Obviously.
But I'm happy for him. And it took a couple years for me to realize that.
I still don't know.
Okay, so maybe he's not, but the spectrum wise, he's like fucking bouncing around the outside of the spectrum. Yeah. No, but I was like so happy for him.
I think like
and I still am, London. You've able to have two normal kids and a wife.
Well, there's some kids nowadays. She was definitely wrong. There's some kids nowadays that are going through turmoil, right? Family life is shit. Maybe the mom and the dad aren't together, then they're together. Maybe it's an abusive relationship. Maybe it's the whole thing, right? And in the past, you could either, as a kid, be funny, or you could be like fucking suicidal, and maybe that's going to get you some attention. But now there's like a lot of more corridors that are opened up. Now you can say, I'm a boy. I want to be a girl. I'm going to dye my hair pink. I'm going to do all this other shit, right?
I can identify as a cat and a furry and shit in a fucking litter box in school.
It's all
those
for
people
attention.
need to be fucking committed. Whatever.
Fat, maybe. London, I'm not
London, you're fat. It is what it is, man.
Here's the deal. I'm not going to blame London. I'm not going to blame your childhood on the fact that you're fat. I think you're fat because you're fat.
Do you remember when London lost fucking 200 pounds?
Yes. Yeah.
One thing that grossed me out is when you would wear a tank top and you just see the fucking layers of skin just laying there. But the fact that he lost like 200 pounds and did the work.
Encouraging.
Yeah. It was awesome. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? You lost the entire person. Good for you. And then he found that person they lost and ate them and their family. And we are where we are now.
I think London is a good 30-day bender on coke away from that same guy.
It's going to take more than that.
30 days. 30 days of coke and juice cleanses, and we're right back. I'll buy it. I'll do some with you.
Tick as he's contemplating this. We'll buy the Coke, London. And well, you got to know a guy. You live in Florida. That shit's prevalent down there.
Get it tested, and I'll come
Let's
down.
just get a fucking boat and just go out in the bay. There's got to be shit laying around out there.
Yeah, like a little boat.
I saw Bad Boys too. It's just out there. How many of those things are you gonna put in your fucking mouth, stupid?
1,000.
Jesus Christ! I got offered those last weekend.
They're awesome.
Kyle's son was fucking eating them too. I'm like, not like bomb though. He eats that shit like candy. 817 at 220. So wait, hang on.
817.
I don't know. He says is what you're saying, London, that on August 17th, you're going to be 220 pounds? I need a yes or no answer in the comments, please.
Is that true? Is that possible? What are you now, like 2?
Dude, no. The number he is probably.
You think he's over 3?
Yeah. Low 4s.
He's a big guy. Are you
London, where are you right this fucking minute at 12:09 on 4/7?
That's how you know Joe's drunk. He tells the time.
No, I just wanted to know because I need to know that it's 4 months.
4 months to drop 170 pounds?
No, dude. Okay. Yeah, you're right. 150 pounds.
That's pretty close.
Do you have a plan, fat boy? You have to stop going out for lunch and eating 3 fucking cheeseburgers.
No, it's mine.
Like, I can't get through one. Like the Cuban I had today, I ate maybe 3/4 and I was done. I couldn't eat it all. Back in the day, I'd fucking house that and everything. You're just gonna stop eating altogether? Just let your body eat itself? That's great. Why don't you get Ebola too?
Hey.
What?
It's not your journey. It's his.
No, I'm trying to help him.
Let's understand how he's gonna get
You're
there.
trying to get him hooked on drugs.
I'm just
get Ebola or something, dude.
Do coke, lick a raw fish, and we'll shit out 78 pounds in a weekend. I might go on a coke diet. I might.
Why?
Right before summer. Because apparently it doesn't make you hungry.
Why don't you go next door and get some meth? It does the same thing.
That's true. They're right there. I like my teeth, though.
I was just going to say, what are you going to do about your teeth? Yeah. I'm going to brush 6 times a day, but your teeth are going to fall out no matter what.
No, London, you have to eat, number one. I think Ozempic. But if you take Ozempic, you gotta lift.
You still got to do something. I know people that have taken it, and they're just like, oh, my weight's going to magically fall off. No, motherfucker. Walk. No, walk a half mile.
You have to grow your muscles.
You just got to do something.
Yeah,
and that's the whole thing now. It's like
attacking your protein.
Like on off days at the gym, like I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to ride a bike for 5 miles. Nice and slow. Not fucking Lance Armstrong Tour de France shit. 5 miles. Paddle. I'm going to do some kettlebell work. Hit the sled quick, come back, walk for 2 miles, and walk the fuck out of that gym 37 minutes later. Just because I'm moving, that's all I need to do. That's all. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't need to be fucking shredded. I don't need the dick ravine. 51 years old.
I'm working on that.
I'm ready to go to Aruba and walk around my shirt off in swim trunks for fucking 8 days. That's all I'm going to do. I'll get back to fighting weight. I didn't fight weight.
Fighting weight? What's your fighting weight?
205.
So like heavyweight, I think it's like 207.
Yeah, like 205, I think. Right?
Yeah. So my goal is
I was 255 at my heaviest during the shoulder thing. I'm at 240 right now.
Really?
Yeah, but you have fucking gigantic flapjacks for tits. Like I've seen smaller stacks of pancakes at restaurants.
I'm at like 219 right now.
Yeah, but you've been doing what you're doing in the gym and everything forever.
Yeah, I know, but like, so
that's good, man. You live and die by that shit. You love it. I want to love it. Now I'm understanding now that after going, how people enjoy it.
196. I'm not going to get to 196.
I don't want to. There shouldn't ever be a 1 in front of whatever I weigh. I'm 6'1". We're both the same height.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I think if I hit 200, 205, I'm going to be good.
Oh, you'll be shredded.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be shredded, but I'd be okay. And I'm fine with being okay.
You wouldn't be.
I'm going to get back there.
Bitch that you are right now.
Yeah. Stupid frumpy fuck.
Big fucking hoodied faggot.
I'm still going to wear I got wide shoulders.
I love hoodies.
I do too. That's all I wear.
Yeah. My favorite.
But the problem is if I continue down this journey, come June, all my fucking golf shirts aren't going to fit. I'm going to have to buy all new fucking clothes.
Well, good.
Which is not a bad thing, right?
So I don't get, and no disrespect.
Yep. Opposite day. Okay.
Disrespect.
But yeah. What?
I don't get the heavy. Hold on. The heavier. The heavier you got.
Yeah.
The heavier you got.
Yeah.
The more bright clothes you started to wear.
I wanted to wear those all the time. You want to see the fucking outfit they got me, my daughter and my wife got me for my birthday. We went to Dick's and I was I needed some golf pants.
Yeah.
So I bought khaki and I bought black.
Okay.
Just because I was golfing in September, October, and it was cold as fuck. So I got golf pants and shit. And Ob's like, you should wear those pink pants. I said, I would wear pink shorts. She's like, why not the pants? I'm like, I don't golf enough where I need pants. Yeah, the highlighter thing.
I knew it was coming.
So they got me a fucking pair of pink golf shorts.
Okay.
And like a light blue with pink accent shirt and a hat to match it.
What size is your waist right now?
Huh?
Like 36?
Oh, no. It
42?
was a 40, probably about right now because I moved my belt, probably a 38.
So I'm a 36.
Yeah.
But I wear it low because of my dick. Because
so like your dick high in your pants.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish. Is there a. You know, like, do you look at bulges on guys?
Yeah. Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Right.
You got to check out your competition.
There's a guy
dude sits down and just got a fucking plums for like days. And my wife's standing there. I know she sees it.
Yeah.
She's like, why doesn't yours look like that?
So do you think that?
Jesus Christ.
So I think a higher waist brings out a bigger bulge, right? You would assume.
Because then the crotchal region
is bringing the balls
pants
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, London, your dick fantasies are a little different than mine. Probably in the same wavelength as Chris's, though. I always do. You just, it's a thing. I mean, there's days you watch people sit down and you don't see any action. And there's days you sit down and you just see the one nut slide down their fucking pants. You're like, motherfucking good for you, man.
Like, what I'm saying is like,
dude, it went in. We all know it, bro.
When you get,
it's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's our secret.
Confirmed.
We're not telling. Yeah, it's been confirmed. We're not telling anybody else, but whoever watches or listens.
Allegedly,
it went in.
So there's some shorts that you get where it's bulge shorts. Like these are the ones. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I got some shorts like that where it's like I have these shorts that I don't even like to wear anymore, but the bulge is just like fucking, hey, there it is.
I can't wear gray sweatpants, but there's, like you said, there's a couple pairs of shorts where
we're not
walking around the house. Also, Chris is like, hey, having a good day? And I'm like, what's up?
Yeah, but it's the same day, but it's just the presentation's good.
Yeah.
You know, like the steak that comes out on the sizzling fucking rack, you know?
Yeah, Chili's.
It's the same steak that gets delivered over there without the sizzle. But some days you just want the fucking sizzle, you know? Yeah. So there's some days where I wear the fucking crotch shorts and I'm like, yeah.
Dude, how good is it going to be at this golf tournament if we're wearing kilts and we're just We just
I'm not
one of
worried
us smokes it down the fairway, 280. We're set up. Now all we gotta do is just drop the hammer in a golf cart, and we get to lift up our fucking skirt, and all that freeing air. You don't have the
It's
ball
good.
sweat. It's gonna be the fucking greatest thing ever.
Yeah, dude. We need to powder up a little bit.
I'll bring the baby
Yep.
powder. I have
Yep.
I have one of them in my what do you call it? Bowling bag downstairs.
I'll do you. You do me.
Yeah. Well,
Be fun.
no, you just squat down on it. Just it's like
No,
Hiroshima up
I'll lay
underneath
back
your
like a little
kilt.
baby.
Hmm?
Every time I fart, it's gonna be like a new pope. I'm excited. I thought the whole golf tournament was dead, and now that it's not,
I did too because it was what do you call it? Up in the air because the kids were
gay.
possibly moving up a
Yeah,
level.
so I got so I'm friends. I was drunk last night, allegedly. I drank too much, but I was drinking last night with a guy that played at not Northwestern. He's a D1 golfer.
What the fuck is this? Who puts butter there? Jesus fucking Christ.
So let's just say hypothetically that Has can't play. I got a fucking ace in the old hole. I'm gonna drive that guy up, and he's a ball buster.
Who?
This guy I drank with last night. He's awesome, super good guy, but he was a D1 golfer.
He was
And
a
he
what?
said he was a D1 golfer.
Oh, okay.
So he said that his dad. Great show tonight. Talk soon. Call London to play.
To play what, bro?
You're invited
what?
anytime you want. London, anytime you want. Anytime you want.
London, we can bust out of here in about 9-10 minutes and we can come back. No, we can't. We can't. I don't want him. I can't do with him.
He's so funny.
It's not that he's not funny. It's, oh, dude, how do you swing around that fucking gunt of yours?
He's going to be 207.
He said 220 by.
Two-
Are we laying odds? Is there money on the line here? Can we bet on this?
London, you're taller than me, and I'm struggling to be under 220. So I'd say 235 would be a good weight. I'd say 235. I think London by August can get to 235. That's what I'm saying.
Whoops, sorry, I put the wrong thing on there. Oh, I got to go back to the comments here. Whoops. Can I go up? I can't. Fuck. No, they're all gone.
230 for London would be, he'd be fucking ripped.
God damn it.
And he has huge nipples.
Yes, he does. They're like fucking silver dollar pancakes.
Like, where would...
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
I have very tiny nipples.
So, London, are we betting on this? You got 4 months.
Do you think there's a correlation between like nipple
to drop
size and dick
150.
size?
Huh?
London, like, have you ever like measured your dick?
Yes, he has.
So I was jacking off one time, and I was jacking off a lot of times, but I was watching porn, and I put my phone next to my dick, okay? And my dick came to about here, okay? So base of the phone to here. This whole time,
If your dick's longer than your phone, I think you're doing okay. Opie and Anthony said that the one day.
The double fister.
That it also depends on hand sizes too. If you're dating Brittany Griner,
you're
only getting one hand in there.
Yeah, I got big.
She's hands. A dude. But anyhow, they said anything more than if you put an empty toilet paper roll on your dick and your dick sticks out of that, you're in good shape.
Nice.
That's what they said. And I'm like, all right, I'm definitely in good shape.
What if it's hard to get your dick into a toilet paper roll?
Then you're in better shape. Then you have what they call a soup can dick or a tuna fish can dick.
Nice. Okay. I'm in. I'm not
breaking. As I say that, London's like, I measure my dick with a tuna fish can. The fuck you do about 7 of them. But also the fucking Fifi bag. Who started that, London? Stoner?
London did.
London did, whatever. When I heard the first fucking story about that thing, I hated life.
That's when I heard it. So, London, describe the Fifi bag, please,
Yeah, before you go,
for the boys.
please tell us about the Fifi bag.
I spilled beer everywhere.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Good for you. I just opened my second bottle of wine. And I don't know who pours their bottles or glasses of wine like to here. I don't. I fill that shit right up.
Well, you got ice in there too. You're cultured.
No, I like my wine cold.
Yeah,
Red
I hear
wine,
you.
white wine, any of that shit. It's got to be chilled.
I like a good red wine, room temperature. And that's the
Well,
only
you're
kind of wine I
supposed to.
like. Yeah, that's the only kind of
I
wine.
found out I like a certain kind of red wines while I was on that wine tour, and I drank a bottle of it the other night. I'm like, this shit is good. Whoever fucking recommended it, I love them. So London was falling asleep or tipped
So a
over in his
Fifi
chair.
bag apparently is, and I might paraphrase here. You take a Ziploc bag. and you
Correct.
put mayonnaise in it.
Correct.
Okay. And you throw it in the microwave for 5 seconds.
Just enough not to
Just
melt the
warm it
bag,
up.
and not enough to melt the fucking mayonnaise.
And you wedge it in between 2 couch cushions.
Correct.
And
Fold
that's
it in
what you have sex
half
with. Yeah.
and put it
you-
in.
Yeah. And then you have sex with that.
And you know what that's like? Warm apple pie.
But like, isn't it easier to trick a really slutty girl to blow you?
100%.
Yeah. I mean, just let's talk
And
about
when you put the bag in the microwave and you put it in the couch cushions, yes, it's going to cool down and everything. Vaginas are not that warm.
when I was in prison. I'm typing. Yeah, I mean,
I mean, I've been around some vaginas and they're just not. They're not microwave hot.
they're not.
They're comforting to be inside, but they're just not that warm.
Hold on. Pretend. That
Is this where I close my eyes?
No, I know.
Okay,
I am.
thank God.
I am because I'm trying to.
I know I can see it.
Oh, fuck. What's the poppin' fresh? Like the oval. Oh God. What's it? Orville Rodenbecker? Like it's
The
like
popcorn?
poppin' fresh. It's not poppin' fresh form. I was
You just put that bag in there with some popcorn seeds. The friction, you make your own popcorn.
You pop, it pops.
And
then you
you
got
don't want to
salty
eat the popcorn. You just give it to your girlfriend and look what I made.
Yeah. She's like, it's really salty. Tastes like bleach.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck! Bubble went right up underneath my sunglasses.
Yeah, what's the weirdest thing you've ever jacked off with? I'll go
Offered
first. A
to.
donkey.
Wait, you said with?
Sorry. I just had to go. Yeah, like what's the weirdest utensil you've ever jacked off with?
I cannot say I use a utensil.
True story.
This is when you all should just tune out. Nobody wants to hear this.
I had this rule. Okay.
Buckle up.
Retardation.
I had this rule where, and my mom used to sleep on the couch all the time. Okay. And we had one TV with cable. So if I saw more than 2 tits in a Cinemax movie while my mom was sleeping, then I could it was okay to go jack off. Okay. So I was watching some like fucking Madonna movie where she's just getting fucking pounded all the time. Tits everywhere. I think it was like Madonna, Warren Beatty, or some fucking movie. So every 2 tits, I'm running to the bathroom just scrapping it, you know?
How old were you?
14.
Okay, so this makes sense.
Yeah, just goo everywhere.
Just a fucking load machine.
Yeah, just a hard on every fucking minute of the fucking day, right? So By the 12th time her tits were shown, I'm already 6 loads deep. I got nothing left. I'm chafed. Yeah. So I turn on the dryer and it gets really warm. And the dryer had a nice little wedged place in between the washing machine. And I actually fucked a washer and dryer. I'm not proud of it.
Yes, you are.
I'm not proud
Yes,
of it.
you are.
No. I'm just saying. That's what I did. And
I
what's
can
weird.
honestly say that I've never had any sort of experience like that. I do remember I was in my 14, 15 deer hunting,
Oh boy.
and I was not one of the chosen ones. I was posted up by a tree. I was left alone for hours waiting for the deer to come my way, and I had my shooting alley. And I was to shoot between, tree here, down away,
Sure.
because no everybody knew not to come into the firing alley.
Right.
And I was there, and I ate my my snacks. I had those the orange crackers with the cheese in the middle.
Yeah, I love them.
Oh, those are fucking fantastic. I ate those,
Yeah.
and I cut a couple of granola bars. And again, there was no cell phones or anything, and just got caught, lost in my thoughts. Ended up with a boner, and I jerked off and came on a tree.
It's fine.
I found out a while later that I think one of my relatives saw it happen, but I'm not sure, and they wouldn't admit it. But I think I got busted because I was out in the middle of no man's land. I mean, but then again, I fell. I'll die in the sword. But man's got to do what the man's got to do. When you're 15, you just get a fucking random boner, and it's November. It's 12 degrees out, and you fucking smack the monkey and come on a tree, and then you move to the other side of the tree so it doesn't run on your shirt,
Of course,
or hoodie, whatever you're wearing.
Moron.
But yeah, I think that was like the most random thing. Other than that, it was just toilets or showers. Never in a sock. You're a sock guy. I know you are.
Yeah, I've done it. Yeah. I've done it.
Yeah.
I remember the first time.
This is a weird path we're on.
The first time I ever jacked off and came was to Taya Leone, who ended up marrying David Duchovny.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Both of them were gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. She was in the show.
What was her name?
Taya Leone.
Okay.
She was in the show where they're in this like Volvo and they're going on this trip. Like all these like college kids are going on this trip. And they say Volvos are like the most like safe
car, yeah,
vehicles ever. So a nuclear war happens, but the Volvo is not hurt. And the one house that they ended up at was like the place that they were going to be at. Anyways, they rented for the weekend, and then they find out the world ends. And so she comes down the stairs. Weird premise for it was like a TV show. She comes down the stairs and she is in a fucking bikini. And I'd never seen anyone prettier in my life. And so I'm just fucking hammering it. And I never came to this moment. And I remember just jerking it. And then I felt like a little switch happen. And I go, this is different. My dick's like, oh yeah, it's going to get fucking weird, dude. And I remember saying, I'm coming. And I fucking like everywhere, right? And the first thing I did is I was like, oh, we're going to go ahead run that back. Like now you don't have that. You don't have the run back. You know?
It's over.
I had a one-night stand one time. Asian. She was really pretty. And I did not ask if she was on birth control, but I ended up doing it inside her because I'm a man. And
I always asked the question back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I always ask, where do you want me to come?
No, it's on them. So
That was the question.
So, and I was kind of heavy in the pills back in the day. And
So nothing's changed. Gotcha.
she, no, not in those pills.
Mm.
But she goes, all right, well, we'll just run it back. I'm like, no, there's no running it back. What are you talking about? Like next week?
I'm gonna call like 3 timeouts in a row right now. I'm gonna need every minute of this.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no running it back. What do you?
I don't think chicks realize that though.
Yeah.
Some do, but most, I mean, I'm talking like 95% don't. They're like, yeah, I just came and I'm still horny. Put your dick in me. And you're like, yeah, but that it doesn't happen.
No.
We need, I mean, back in your late teens, early 20s.
Early 20s?
Sure. Yeah, give me 15 minutes and we're going to run it back.
I've only done it one time past 25. I mean, I've come a few times in the same day.
Yeah.
In my 40s. But you got to get to some weird fucking moment. Like, you got to go to, like, the dark recesses of your brain and go like, all right, there's a midget, there's a unicorn.
We need everybody right now. Come together.
Yeah. I need all the shit.
Your fucking power rings together and just fucking let's go Shazam.
All the cloths, like in the
what?
In the cavern of cloths in the cavern of your mind that are like all fucked up. All of them start to come back, and you're like, all right, there's Satan, there's fucking some leprechauns. Now my dick works.
Not mistake.
Not mistake. All right, want to do one more?
Not really.
Okay, we can just go to bed.
My wife's asleep. I got a half a bottle of wine to drink.
Okay. Well,
what are we coming back to? What? I mean, this one kind of got a little
cummy.
Yeah, a little sticky. A little weird at the end.
It's kind of early.
Is it?
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Let's shut this down. We'll talk off air. Off air. Like we're professionals and shit. Yeah. And then we got to come back. We got to come back hot. Not because people are going to watch, because when we upload this to the interwebs, is that what it's called? Interwebs?
Yeah, that's it.
The webs?
Mm-hmm.
We need some staying power.
Yeah, we need a topic.
Yeah. I mean,
we talked about P. Diddy a little bit last time.
We talked about it enough to just realize it was a shit show.
What else?
We got the eclipse coming.
Eclipse?
I don't want to talk about it. I want it to be over. I hope it fucking snows on Monday. I hate everything about it right now.
Of course.
I mean, honestly, do you care? I don't care.
Okay, let's see.
I'm not going to watch it. Like, Chris is off. The kids are off at school. Chris has got to work from home, I think, Monday. So I'm like, if you're going to go anywhere, run around the corner, drive into the fucking cemetery here so you have a clear view, because you can't do it on our street because all the trees and shit. Just go and fucking park in the cemetery around the corner and do it. I'm going to be playing fucking video games because I don't care.
Eclipse.
No, but there's other things. I don't even know what's happened lately. Give us 5 minutes.
All right. We'll be right back.
To recharge.